So, and that actually leads me to my next question, because you mentioned, if you didn't have the right ERP in place when stuff like that happens. So when it comes to cost of delaying or the change of ERP, what do you think the biggest risks are for companies who delay their ERP transformation?
I think this is like a softball for you guys. You're welcome. You should look at the how long your implementation people have been with your implementation partner, because your biggest risk, it's something you've never thought about before, is the implementation partner loses the people. Like, I'm just being honest with you guys right now. And I mean that, especially in some of the other software ecosystems that we work with, where somebody can go to another company and can make a ton more money in the short term. There's a lot of just changes that happen. And so you get this great architect that helps to sort of define the system and get all these requirements set. And you start building it out and everything's good. And wham, the guy leaves, right? Or, something else happens. Or the gal, she just, moves to a different part of the company or whatever. So your biggest risk is actually, it's keeping your team, not just the implementation partner, but your team intact long enough to get through that phase one, right? Now, once you're through that, you can change some things out. You can bring in maybe some account sort of support people or customer support people that can do some of those other enhancements once you get through the big lift. But that's probably the biggest one that I see, is just, people are changing. And a lot of our clients have just, crazy stuff that's going on, or people are changing their jobs, or let me see, the most recent one we had was a client. What happened there? Well, he's trying to retire, right? And so he wants to put in a new system because he helped build the old one 15 years ago, right? And the project gets pushed a little bit. And then his wife's like, okay, it's me or the system, honey. What are you going to do? He said the system for a while, thankfully. But now he's off and everything's fine. It's all good. But, you have people, even though it's technology and it's software and it's process and documents and all this stuff, it really is about the people. So you have those typical people challenges that everybody has.
Sure. Yep. Makes perfect sense.
So I have to hit the softball.
Go ahead.
I have to hit the softball since I tossed it up there. So our turnover is phenomenally low. We've only had 2 people that I can even recall leave for other jobs type thing since I took over, at least. For sure, it's been only 2, and so our turnover is great. We here at Solutions X, it's people first, their family second, and the customer third is how we look at it. And I think that resonates through our culture, and people like to stay here and work here. So, and I couldn't agree more, Shawn. It's consistency through the project is fantastic if you can have it, and especially on the customer side, because quite frankly, it might even be harder. We have people that can step right in. If I have a Bill and a Fred, because they are both very much, I picked those names because I don't think we have a Bill or a Fred. So I didn't want to get anybody, but we have a Bill and a Fred. They're both manufacturing experts, with decades of manufacturing and ERP experience. I can pretty much unplug Bill and plug Fred with a little bit of disruption, but not a ton. It's really hard though if somebody has Sally and Brittany, and Sally's been in the job for 40 years and she decides to leave, and they could replace her on the team with Brittany, who was working under Sally, and trying to learn what was going on, but Brittany's not quite ready yet. Oh, we're in a lot of trouble. Right. And so we see that on the customer side a lot worse. And I'm sure that across the ecosystem that while we're not alone in having low, there are some out there, as you indicate, Shawn, where they run through them, and a lot of times it's the bigger firms. So another reason that we like to be as boutique as we are.
Hey, this is Brandon from Boots on the Ground Podcast. Please like and subscribe.